Hi traders, Anthony here, just taking a look at Bitcoin. So we're having this sell-off here. Interesting chart. My question is, where to next? I guess a lot of people are asking that question. So, I mean, my thing with this is, I want to kind of look at the chart from a liquidity perspective. Where is liquidity? Because the market's going to be seeking liquidity always. When we look at this, the market trades down, and there's definitely positions being built long through this range. Definitely, absolutely, without question. And we're talking big money in here, like, I don't know, whales or smart money, whatever you want to call it. There's big entities with millions of dollars worth of funds work in this range. We see these dips down into underneath this range here. We have a massive build-up of liquidity. We're going to see, this is a really typical price action. See it many times with a trend reversal where you're going to get this double bottom, and then it starts to look like it's trading up. Everyone's off to the moon or wherever they're heading, and look what happens here, and then it wicks all the way down and it wipes out everybody. This is big players soaking up liquidity, and then what happens? Okay, trades up. My question is this, obviously it's a stop hunt, but what's this? Is this the same? That's my question. Where is liquidity? It's resting under here. Everybody thought this was bullish. There's a massive build-up of stop losses and what have you under here. So it's trading back into this. Whether this holds here and there's enough bullish, I don't know, smart money, whoever's kind of controlling this market, has been able to fill their quota from all this nonsense. Do we continue the trend? We don't know. It's very difficult to tell. What we can do is we can actually take advantage of these moves, all of them. I don't know, they say ride the coattails of smart money. I don't know whether this is going to hold here and trade north, or whether we're going to go south. It could head in either direction. And there's no trade set up in here for me at the moment. We've got this range, however you want to pull your thing, right, from there down. I mean, where do you want to go with that? There's this range at the moment, and then we've got this thing down here. We could get a break and retest of this range, or to the low, or we could get a break and retest to the high. Who knows? But you can get involved here, and my whole thing is about building my account. I'll go down to a 5-minute chart and I'll show you. So generally what I'm going to do is look for trade opportunities. You can see all my alerts over here, 5-minute chart. That's what brought me into this chart, actually. There was this Bitcoin USD alert over here. I thought, what's Bitcoin doing? Clicked on that and we came in. You can see all these shaded areas. This is actually my version of volume profile. What we're doing is we're going back in time and we're picking up levels where more business is being done. This coloured level here, this is a weekly level. So we mark the higher time frame levels as such, but you can see in between here the volume that's been traded in here. All right, so wherever you see these shade, like there's volume through here. There's a lot of businesses being done. You can see that. But the beauty of this is it's more than just the visible range. This is historical. This goes back. So what we can do is we can find an opportunity on the lower time frame. I don't have much under here, unfortunately, because we have a limit to how many candles back this goes. If we do this, it's beyond the scope of my indicator how far back that goes. But we do have other levels here that we can kind of refer to. Actually, the chart's a bit scrunched up, but look at this. Okay, look, we're trading down into a big level. Where I want to go with this is simply just understand that there's a massive amount of resting liquidity under here that might hold this up. So this could trade through here and consolidate, do whatever it does. Who knows which way it's going to go. So let's go down to the 5-minute chart, knowing that we've got big support under. If it breaks out, we could see. Well, I mean, there's a price gap under here, and if it breaks north, there's a price gap, as you can see through here. All right. So if we get a break above, I mean, there's your thin leg right there, and you can see it on the chart. But how do you take advantage of the volatility? We go down to the lower time frame, 5-minute chart, and this is why I have the alerts going off here. There's your trade opportunities, and this kind of keeps you out of trouble. We're going for the signal where it's preceded by the same, wait for the pullback into the mean, and then we short it. And we've got these levels for stop losses. First stop loss goes above this cloud thing here. What else? And I'll usually go a 1-to-2 ratio for a profit. As soon as this moves up, I'm going to take 80% out. So moves down, I should say. So if this is shorted here, I'm going to look for 80% of my position off here, and then I'm going to trail 20, and then we follow these level here with the stop loss, and then it gets taken out here, and we've made a ton of money. That would have been nice, but I don't take them. It needs to be preceded by the same, and it's not. This is the setup that I'm looking for. Some are better than others, but these are going to give you, look, I've worked it out, it's about an 8 out of 10 on average. You're going to lose a couple, but you're going to get a very high win rate. There's a signal, there's 2 in a row. There's the pullback, and you're long. We don't take that, we don't take that. It's preceded by the same. So I'll just go back and I'll show you how you can basically just ride the waves. And you've got these dots as well. This is telling us that the market's overextended. You can counter trend these. Just brilliant. By the way, the link is in the below the video in the description. That's nice. And if you want to be aggressive, you can go for that. It's telling us that we're getting a breakout of this range, and there's the breakout. If we see the retest and fail, well, you're in. Be a bit more conservative if you like. Don't take these, and we only look for where we see the setup. So where you see like green, red, it's generally ranging, and we've got the white bars, white candles, I should say, in here. We're getting a red breakout, nice, or we'll get a green breakout. Now where you see the white candles, it's ranging. So we've developed a whole system around trading the range breakout. If we go back here, that's your setup. There it is. Very clean signal. We've got this preceded by that. Come in on the pullback into the mean. There's your short stop loss. And as we travel, we can pull the stop loss down to these levels if you want, or those levels, just depending where you want to go with it. That would have kept you in longer. And look at the outcome. Look at that. That's a ton of money. Some of these signals are better than others, and as I mentioned, about an 8 out of 10 on average. There's a buy that was a bit short-lived, but we have a rule. That's the signal preceded by that, so we take it on the pullback, but we have a rule of closing 80% at 1 times the ATR. There's the ATR down there. We follow that. 1 times the ATR, we close. All right, so you may have missed that, or you may have closed here. And then we trail 20%. It's a great setup. It just works. But the thing is, you're going to get opportunities to... look, there's a short. Look at this. That's the signal. It's valid. We're coming in on the pullback into the mean. There's a stop loss up here. Okay, so, wherever your stop loss, you may have gotten touched here. Who knows? But that's a short on the retrace. You're taking your 80% here. That 20% might have been a break even. Buy, that's a short trade, not short. As in, it didn't last long. But this is where the magic really happens, where you get that. And look at the outcome. Check that out. I'm sure that however well you manage your trade, right? If that was your entry and you manage this well, quite possible that that's your outcome, or at least there. Well, you're in here again as well, so a couple of opportunities. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. You can navigate the volatility on the lower time frame, and yeah, easy. Hope you have a great day. Check the links below. Look forward to hearing from you.